those people. Sorry, I wanted to get quick into the dolls before more people asked me to go to r/DoorDash to see a post that was probably made up, but either way is just... they're trying to poison me, people. They're trying to poison me not via my food, but via my mind. They're trying to poison my mind. I got a stronger weapon that never runs out of ammunition, so I'm ready for war ends. You know what I'm talking about? Throw your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. This is why I said Postman Pat, man. This is clearly like a British... It's a British TV show. That's a British house. Like, what is this? I don't think it's the Playmobil movie. How is this not Postman Pat? What? You are Chris Cooper. And I don't know who you are. You might be Miles Teller. There's a part of me that thinks this could... I haven't seen it. This could be something they did in Babylon. I know you, too. You got shot by Koba in the second Planet of the Apes movie, I think. Let's skip this. Oh, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, man. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, of course. Crazy guesses here. I love like almost getting it wrong and then being like, man, look at how stupid these people are. I haven't seen this guy in like 20 years, man. That's Elliot from Just Shoot Me. Anyone guess Welcome to Morrowind first? I see what you're saying. I'm kind of surprised they didn't, man. Kind of surprised. Maybe on the second one? I mean, Lego Batman is insane. I get what they're going for, but this is not what Lego looks like. That's not Lego, man. Also working on a riff. My daughter's been watching some Lego Star Wars TV show on Disney Plus. Probably the best Star Wars property that's ever been created. I was thinking, what if you did a riff on like Megalomaniac where you thought that it was actually Lego Maniac? She's a freaking Lego Maniac, man. That's what's going on. What do you mean Lego Maniac? She's a Lego Maniac, bro. She's a narcissist. She's ego tripping. Something like that could... Sure, okay. I mean, you got to write it. You got to write the dialogue, but... That could be like... That could be something. So you're absolutely right. It's like a Polly Walnuts thing. Don't talk to me about football, please. I have the Eagles defense. First play of the game. Backup linebacker... Leg explodes. Literally on kickoff, his leg explodes. He wasn't even the one kicking it. 3 seconds later, defensive tackle Jalen Carter spits on the Dallas Cowboys quarterback and gets disqualified from the game. He got suspended from the game 6 seconds into the game, bro. I was like, I took Philly defense first overall. He waited like, I don't know. When did they get eliminated? Well, I guess they didn't get eliminated. They won the Super Bowl. He waited like 7 months just to spit on a dude and get disqualified. Not first overall, sorry. First defense off the board. First defense off the board. Not to mention, I had George Pickens, and I was like, well, at the very least, Pickens he's gonna explode. Because there's no Jalen Carter. Dude literally gets paid like $11 million a year to get 3 looks for 35 yards. Why don't they just put out like a fucking nobody at league minimum? I could be out there running suicides for an hour and a half getting 3 looks and 35 yards. Better than A.J. Brown? Well, I mean, let's rip A.J. Brown drafters just because Jalen's doing it all himself, man. Not to mention, I'm up against Rob week 1. He had the Eagles kicker. When did kickers start hitting 73-yard field goals on the regular, man? Used to be like, oh, it's a 38-yard field goal. We better punt. We don't want to risk it. Now, all of a sudden, everybody's got like adamantium thighs. Anyway. After Tom Brady's departure, who was the Patriots' Week 1 starting QB in 2020? With God as my witness, I have no idea. It's probably not Drake May. Let's say it was a fella named Blake Bortles. I don't know. Cam Newton, that makes a lot of sense. During LeBron's famous 2010 decision, he'd taken a meeting with 6 teams, including this Pacific Division team. Let's call it the Clippers. Who knows, man? Sure, makes perfect sense. At 42 years old, Mark Recchi had 48 points in his final season playing for this Eastern Conference team in 2012. Recchi famously was a free agent who went to the Penguins, who are in the Eastern Conference, but that may not have been 2012. Actually, he also famous. Actually, I think it is the Penguins. I just typed Recchi. Because he famously went to the Hurricanes in 06 when they won the Cup as well. Wrong. Boston makes a lot of sense. Richard Bachman is a pen name for what famous author? Stephen King? Okay. That is, I know this. That's Rachel Zegler. That's a given. And then we're looking at, it's like darker hair Justin Timberlake, but it's so Justin. That's so Justin Timberlake's head, but his hair is brown instead of black. This one's tricky, man. I just punched my monitor like it's the end of a PewDiePie video or something. Because I'm like, oh, I want more content. I'm not 100% sure I know who you are. I don't think it's going to be you. Anyone that's Theo James? I don't think I know who Theo James is. Rami Malek? I don't think it's Rami Malek. I think it's Rachel Zegler. I think it's... I mean, Theo James sounds right to me because it looks like a guy I don't know, and I don't know that guy. The Johnny Trio, Chicken Brian, and Tuscan Grilled Sirloin are items from this Italian sit-down chain. Olive Garden? I have no idea, man. I can't be... Carrabba's? What the heck is Carrabba's? Chicken Brian. Chicken Brian. Otto, Reggie Twister, and the Squid. Yeah, man, that's rocket power. A remake of a 1951 film. That's The Day the Earth Stood Still. This rapper is known for Baby Got Back. That's Sir Mix-a-Lot. Don't forget the hyphens. M dashes when you spell the name. Theo James. I don't know who Theo James is, so I'm going to count this as a 50-50. We get half points. Carrabba's Italian Grill. Not sure if that exists. Boston Bruins should have gotten Cam Newton. Big stretch. Big stretch. He's in Divergent and Underworld. I don't know that one. He snorts human shit in the In-Betweeners? That's closer to my wheelhouse, but I haven't seen that either. He's in The Gentleman Show on Netflix. More likely to see Underworld and Divergent than either of those. When are we going to watch the D'Angelo Untitled music video? You're talking about Untitled, How Does It Feel? Could be today. Could be today. It is Friday. I could tank a 24-hour ban just to play How Does It Feel by D'Angelo. I'll think about it. Okay. Stag, single, free, and solo. Free? This is like to go without a date to something. Available. Okay. A zing, a zest, a kick, and a punch. Like a highly seasoned food. Maybe a little spicy. A piquancy. A piquancy. The Ming, the Han, the Tang, and the Song. These must be Chinese dynasties from the Three Kingdoms era, of course. Ramjack, Billy, and Buck. I have absolutely no idea. Male animals. That makes perfect sense. Makes perfect sense. from the Three Kingdoms, LOL. First thing you need to know about a fellow like me, I don't know shit about Chinese history. I'm sorry. They didn't teach it in school, man. They probably taught it in Chinese school, if I had to guess. But, like, in Canadian school, they barely even taught us Canadian history, man. Can you add Bracket City? No, it's what shape rotators think a word cell game is. I know that when they were making Bracket City, a bunch of shape rotators went, we're so much better than word cells, we can probably make a game that word cells will love. And they won't even know it was made by shape rotators. Wake up, buddy. You didn't do, you obviously had caffeine 89 minutes after you woke up instead of 90 minutes when you came up with that game, because there is, it's just a certain level of dullness coming off of it that connections mog severely, even if it is made by the New York Times. Go back to perennium sunning, put on the pants that massage the lactic acid out of your legs, do a cold plunge, do an hour of meditation as soon as you wake up in the morning to figure out how to best serve the populace by making DoorDash 3, and leave the word games to the word cells, okay? Magressa, you want to talk about exaggerated beef? Exaggerated beef, take a look at this. Kirkland Signature ground beef, 88% lean, 12% fat. It's fucked up that meat looks like this, and I eat it. But anyway. I mean, I don't know how much. I'm assuming a pound of ground beef at Costco has to be like $3.99. Oh, shit! I'm gripping. You can't say that. It's Friday. It's Friday. We have a little fun over here. We have a little fun. Freaky ass ground beef. I'm going to say IKEA has more monthly searches. 68 million? That's more than Doja Cat, man. It's going to be narcissist. What percentage of people on Raised by Narcissists do you think are actually narcissists raised by normal people? There's got to be like a not insignificant percent, right? It's got to be narcissist. Everybody thinks that someone in their life is a narcissist, but only I'm right. Hotels near me is kind of a crazy search, because at first you're like, people need hotels. But you very rarely need to Google hotels near me. By the time you're there, you probably got that sorted out. But you know what? I bet sometimes you're like, oh, I'm having friends visit. Let me see how much hotels would be for them to get near me. I don't know. I got to think about it. I still think hotels near me might clear. It clears by a lot. Wendy's has got to clear, right? It does. I don't buy this. Something's wrong with the data. They got to scrub the data. That doesn't make sense. Who's Googling Wendy's? Who the fuck's Googling hotels near me? I've at least Googled Wendy's like probably 5 times in my life. I'm 6 mil of those Wendy's searches. I just don't buy it, man. I just don't buy it. Flo Rida got more monthly streams than Michael Cera. No disrespect. I have no idea who Glass Animals are. I'm going to go Flo Rida. Okay. You know, this one's tough for me because Kylie Minogue, she's from an earlier time, but Padam Padam was kind of the song of the summer 2023. I don't know who Glass Animals are. Apart from that, she's got Padam Padam. She's got like Can't Get You Out of My Head. Obviously, she's got the Locomotion. I just have a hard time believing that's enough to get over this band I've never heard of. That's way lower than I would have expected for Kylie, to be honest. I gotta go, I mean... Is this guy from Kingston, Ontario? This looks very Kingston, Ontario coded. The horses, the limestone, the jeans, like it looks very Kingston, Ontario. He's from Vancouver. No way. I still got to go Kylie. No! No! Why the tack vest? I don't know if you... I mean, I normally don't see it around here, but I do see it around here sometimes. Everybody got that one dude at their gym that wears the tack vest on the treadmill. And you're like, you just try to get a treadmill as far away from that guy as possible because that's insane. I'm not talking about a weighted vest that you like that makes you be heavier when you run. I'm talking about like a military issued tack vest with lots of pockets. There's a guy that wears a tack vest at my gym doing rock climbing. The tack vest is I mean, it's an epidemic right now. Anyway, this is easy, man. Shutter Island or Come and See? It's going to be Come and See. How do I know this? Because Chibli watched this. So I feel like Chibli would only watch something if it had a 4.1 on Letterboxd and was Russian cinema from 1970. Mogged. This one's tough for me because Uncut Gems is one of my... It's genuinely in my top 10. I've never made a top 10 movies list, but it would be in the top 10. I do know that it's... a lot of people were too weak to watch it, and they should go back to watching The Office on Peacock, just because Howard fucks up his life and swears a lot. Like, you can't watch it. It's just... It's sad to me that you would deprive yourself of an experience that makes you slightly uncomfortable because of swearing. But anyway, I still think that I gotta go Come and See, though. 7.5 is criminal. Actually criminal. Knives Out is gonna clear it. It shouldn't, but it will. I mean, maybe it should, because it's Knives Out is more likable, without a doubt. I wouldn't disagree with that. Like, Knives Out is the Rotten Tomatoes movie of the decade. And I like it. I like it as much, probably a little bit less than the average person, but I like it. Paranormal Activity is going to be like a 6.3. I clicked on, I didn't read it. Let's just be honest, but mogged. Mogged nonetheless. It didn't change? Yeah, but that's the thing. Changes aren't permanent, but changes. Turns out Geddy Lee didn't know what the fuck he was talking about, man. That's damn true. Egypt? 2,000 kilometers from Egypt. How about Tunisia? How about Eritrea? Thought it was down here. That's okay. How about Tanzania? Oh! Oh, we paid the Tanzania price earlier this week so that we could get the dividend today. Now we're talking. Geddy Lee sounds like a Civil War general. Yeah, and it sounds like he loves images, right? Getty's images. Most of his images are like, you can't see my hands really, but you can tell. If you had to guess when I do this, and I'm talking about Geddy Lee, what am I doing with my hands? Playing bass. Playing bass is correct. But can you be more specific? Obviously, my left hand is holding the frets of the bass, the neck. What's my right hand looking like? Slapping? Close. I'm up strumming. I'm using my fingers to do an up strum. Something about the bass, you gotta play it like, you gotta stroke up on the bass instead of stroking down like a guitar. I don't know what it is, but something about aura. I don't know. You're plucking. Exactly. I'm plucking. Countries are starting to... Piss me off. Getty Images be like moving pictures? Damn, that's pretty true, man. Now that I think about it. Like, I don't know what you are. You might be like Mauritania for all I know. Well, here we go. You might be the Democratic Republic of the Congo for all I know. You might be Mozambique for all I know. I don't think there's anything west of Mozambique. They've made a mistake. You might be Angola, bro. I don't know. How would I know? How am I expected to know this? That's what you're asking me to do here is insane. Are you Botswana? It is Botswana! Is Botswana really west of Mozambique? Because Botswana is contained within South Africa, right? Or it's just north of it? Mozambique is on the east! Oh! In that fuck-ass song, he couldn't have just said that at one point in the song. He could, I'd like to spend some time in Mozambique. It is on the east coast of Africa. That would have saved me so much grief, man. You love that song? It's so bad. And it's so funny that it comes on after one of the best songs he ever wrote. That being track 3 on Desire is so funny. We don't need to get into that. I was talking about it with Justin because he was telling me that Linkin Park fans keep issuing death threats to him. I was like, I don't get it, man. Because, like, I listen to a lot of Bob Dylan and people are like, he sucks. And I'm like, yeah, so true. But then if you say Linkin Park sucks, all of a sudden people are like, that music means a lot to me. I'm going to kill you. I don't get it, man. I just don't get it. People make fun of the music I like. I'm like, you're absolutely right. What the hell was he talking about? The sky isn't yellow, it's chicken. I don't know, man. It's crazy. Shut up when I'm talking to you! Shut up! Whoa! Shut up! I'm about to break! That meant a lot to me growing up, man. You better keep Linkin Park out of your mouth. You can criticize any artist and all plus to it, but if you say you don't like Linkin Park's music, we're gonna get you, man. It's a banger. I was bumping it in 7th grade for sure. It's crazy. It was kind of like Stolen Valor. My parents weren't even really like stopping me from doing things that I wanted to do. Because I didn't really want to do anything that was like that bad. If anything, I think I was just like, I want to live like closer to my friends. Everything you say to me. Fucking 7th grade teacher gave me math homework tonight. Because we one step closer to the edge and I'm about to break. No Doubt is that way for me and my friends. That's crazy because No Doubt also is not very good. They have like, I don't know, I like them more than Linkin Park, but it's like they got like maybe 2 or 3 songs I'm okay with. Yeah, they got some good stuff on Tragic Kingdom, man, but the rest of it I'm not really fucking with. Taste fell off with your hair? So true, so true. You guys ever listen to The Freed Pig by Seba Doe? That's a fucking... No? You should. It's really good. Never took the Seba Doe dive? You could just listen to maybe like... You could listen to The Freed Pig, and you could listen to... Maybe like Flame. Maybe what's that one called? Like Margot's Candle? That's good enough, man. I think that's... I mean, I like Seba Doe. You don't have to listen to it all. Yeah, Bake Sale, the album is really good. It's 2016. Walt Disney had a movie starring Benedict Cumberbatch. Probably a little ditty called Doctor Strange, man. 20th Century Fox had a movie starring Anna Kendrick. Highly likely this is Pitch Perfect 3. Highly likely this is No! Fox. Yeah, Fox. Okay, so not Trolls. Pitch Perfect 2. Trolls. This is the first Trolls, because the second one came out in the pandemic. This isn't... See, this is a huge miss for a guy like me who's literally... I was playing Trolls last night. I didn't know this was 20th Century Fox. I thought for sure this was a DreamWorks joint. Trolls is really good. No, it isn't. As somebody who's seen it... well, I don't know. I've seen clips from it probably for 100 hours collectively. Like, no, it's as an adult. No, it isn't. It is? No, it isn't. What are you talking about? It's a movie, it's a jukebox musical made for like 5-year-olds, which is fine if you're 5 or even like 10 and a little behind your peers, but like, you can't be saying that as like someone in their 20s. You got to start watching the Chibcore. You got to start watching some Russian cinema. It's also DreamWorks. Okay. I've gotten to the point though where I've played Trolls with my daughter so much that she was like, let's play Trolls. I got a toy sword and I started talking like this. I went, show me the place of the troll. When I find the troll, I will cut off his head. It is, and then she like pulls out like her Poppy doll that's like 2 inches tall, and I'm like, that is not a troll. A troll is as tall as the tallest building you've ever seen, and it smells worse than the worst bathroom you've ever pooped in, and it makes a horrible sound when it opens its mouth, like greep, greep. So I just done it so much. I can't just be like, I'm Branch. I'm Branch. I'm going to go into my bunker. Hi, Poppy. I'm going to go into my bunker. I'm Branch. Paramount Pictures starring Amy Adams. That's Arrival, y'all. I should have known. I didn't need to throw 5 points away just to find out it was Arrival. It's crazy that this practical effects, this is literally just an Apple mouse. Universal Pictures starring Kimberly Elise. That's a problem for a guy like me. 5 Days Together. Oh, joy. Kimberly Elise and Omar Epps. A dysfunctional family gets together for their first Christmas since the death of their matriarch. That's Almost Christmas. I don't know that one. Got JB Smoove in it. Got Monique. How could it not be good, man? It's got Romany Malco. Romany put the pussy on a pedestal / the love guru Malco. JB Smoove is so funny. He's really funny on Curb. He's not as funny when he's playing the same guy in everything besides Curb, but no disrespect, he's making it work. Just one man's opinion. I don't want to get like death threats or whatever. Lionsgate starring Andrew Garfield. There's no shot that Under the Silver Lake made this kind of money, right? It's a slow burner. Drama History War. It's the one I should know, but I don't, because it's not War Horse. Because it's not. Oh, it's directed by Mel Gibson. One of the greatest heroes in American history never fired a bullet. Easy. Robin Hood. Just kidding. Sam Worthington? Oh, this is, it's the one I always get confused with Bone Tomahawk, which is Hacksaw Ridge. And then I'm told that Hacksaw Ridge is about like a courageous army medic, and Bone Tomahawk has a dude getting like spatchcocked in a cave. Do not put on Bone Tomahawk when you thought that you were going to watch Hacksaw Ridge, okay? You can put on Hacksaw Ridge when you thought you were going to watch Bone Tomahawk, but don't get them flipped in the other direction. Let's go with Swanky Core after this. They should just call this From Swanky to Swanky. Going from Saturday Night Fever to Creed 3, which actually doesn't seem that hard. The thing, well, because it is hard because you got to get to Swanky. Yeah, that's wait, hang on. I'm getting something. What Philip Seymour Hoffman is in Almost Famous with Frances McDormand, which also has Jason Lee in it, which also has Kate Hudson. So you're looking for like a Travolta McConaughey or a Travolta Sarsgaard. That's kind of tough though. I'm thinking it's like Travolta Swordfish. Swordfish is so huge because you get Cheadle, you get Hugh Jackman, you get Halle Berry. Ah! Okay, I'm sorry, I'm planning it. I'm pre-moving to Swanky. Travolta to Swordfish to Barry to Flintstones to Goodman to Barton Fink to Turturro to Big Lebowski to Buscemi to Fargo to McDormand to Swanky. But that's like, it's so many steps. It's so many steps. That being said, we're halfway there. It's Travolta to Swordfish to Barry to Flintstones to Goodman to Barton Fink. Wait, he's in the Big Lebowski, bro. You don't have to go to Barton Fink. You can go straight to Buscemi, then to Fargo, then to Frances McDormand, to Nomadland, to Swanky. And then from Swanky, you go out David Strathairn style. Creed 3 is Jonathan Majors, Michael B. Jordan, Sylvester Stallone. I'm thinking you might be able to, this is just a vibe pull. Maybe Paul Walter Hauser to the, wait, Old Dads seems like what I'm looking for here. No, it's not. Because I'm trying to get to Sylvester Stallone, who's like an old grandpa. There's a chance, man. The roast of Ric Flair might have something here. Guys, I made a huge mistake. Stallone? Lance Armstrong? I mean, you got to feel like maybe it's Dwayne Johnson. Has he been in an Expendables? He was too big for the Expendables. Arnold and Sly, rivals, friends, and icons. Time? He studied Creed 3. Ah! There we go. That makes sense. Magnificent Desolation, Walking on the Moon. Barry Pepper, my 25th hour goat. That wasn't too bad. Two Creeds. He's in two Creeds. He directed the third one, though, I'm sure. It's so funny how we just stopped playing Guess the Game and nobody cares. Nobody cares at all. Nobody's like, play Guess the Game today. 2 cup wins for different franchises. That's wild, man. I think I go with Patty Maroon. Yeah, not a surprise on that one. 2 cup wins for different franchises for the Bruins. Well, okay, the obvious one is Brad Marchand. Trying to think of who else was on that team that also was then traded and won somewhere else. I'm sure there is one, but I don't know who it is. Brad Marchand. Now, the Capitals is crazy. I got to come back to that one. Obviously, I can name a lot of the people who won the cup on the Capitals, but who also won it later with another team? Seems really tough. Tampa Bay defenseman. We'll go with, his name is Dan Boyle, also known as Mark Ruffalo. Boston Bruins defenseman. I mean, there's about 1 million answers. Trying to think. Let's go with Brad Stewart. Something likely to get a low percent. And a Capitals defenseman. I mean, Mike Green comes to mind. But could we maybe like Rod Langaway? Was he a defensive? Was he like a defensive center? No, he is a defenseman. I miss when professional athletes used to look like that, man. Okay, Tampa Bay, 250 plus points in his career. Give me a Chris Gradden. Boston Bruins, 250 plus points in their career. I'll take a Samsonov any day of the week. Free Samsonov, free space. Capitals, 250 plus points in his entire career. Give me something like a Joey Juneau. And then, so that lot of Tom Green phenotypes in the early 2000s, and I miss it. I miss it, man. We got to bring back the goatee. Maybe it's coming back anyway. Capitals 2+ wins with different franchises is crazy. Who did they sign to get them over the hump? And who did they have to jettison after they made it? I don't know, man. So they jettisoned Braden Holtby, but he went to the Canucks. So I doubt it's Holtby. I don't have an answer. I'm just gonna go Braden Holtby. Maybe he picked one up with someone else. I don't know. Who's the number one answer? Sorry on that one. TJ Oshie with the Blues. Brooks Orpik. No TJ Oshie. Never mind. Brooks Orpik, Justin Williams, Burakovsky, Esa Tikkanen. Okay, so this one's crazy. Because Esa Tikkanen retired in like 1998 or something like that. Was he like an executive on the Capitals when they won the Cup? Because their first Cup was in like 2016 or something. He won 2 Cups before the Caps. He didn't have to win 2. Oh, 2+ Cup wins on different franchises who also played for the Capitals at any time. I could have done that. I was nerfing myself by trying to do it. They had to win it on the team and then also win it with somebody else. Oh, brother. Actually, I don't know if I could have done that, to be fair, but it would have been easier. It would have been easier. Oh, yeah, Yager. Yager makes... Well, no, yeah, he won 2 with the Penguins. And then played for the Capitals. Did he? He played for the Capitals, yeah. Because I remember when he played for the Capitals, people were like, he's washed. Oh, but he had to win on 2 different franchises. That's right. In 1998, everyone was like, Yager's washed, man. Maybe it was 2000, but still. Then he came back after the lockout and like won the Art Ross. Maybe he won the Pearson. I don't remember. Either way, everyone was like, wow, that's pretty good for an old guy. Then he played like 11 more years. Dude's still playing? Yeah, but like fifth tier Czechia league. No disrespect. No disrespect. He's not like, we're getting to the point where we're like, yeah, and you know, like my uncle still plays hockey. He's not playing for the Dallas Stars though. Robert Pattinson, 100 million at the box office. Let's go with The Batman. Hoping to get a little out of the Twilight Zone. Title starts A to H. What's this movie called that I always make fun of? The Claire Denis movie. High Life. High Life. And then Robert Pattinson, 05-2025. Remember Me. Huge. Okay, not bad. Jennifer Connelly, $100 million plus at the box office. Released 05-2025. Title starts with A to H. Okay, I got to think about that. Sebastian Stan. I'm a big A Different Man head. This is one of my favorite. Listen, I only probably have seen 12 movies from 2024, and this is in the top 10. I think it's a great movie. $100 million plus at the box office, but preferably not an Avengers movie. I have a hard time believing I, Tonya would get there. Do people remember that he was in The Apprentice, or is that movie like memory hold? I think they remember. In that case, I'm going to play I, Tonya here. And I'm going to play... I mean, I guess I'm going to play... I guess I'm going to play Thunderbolts. I had a feeling we'd get a low percent because Marvel has fallen off so much that people might be like, maybe it didn't even get to 100 million. And then Jennifer Connelly. This is an interesting one. What is Jennifer Connelly's biggest movie? I don't know. The problem for me is I'm like, I know Jennifer Connelly, man. She's in A Beautiful Mind and she's in Labyrinth. The hell else is she in, man? Like, I could play A Beautiful Mind in either. I know you're going to say there's no shot at crossed 100 milli. Buddy, Best Picture winners, even if they were R-rated dramas, cost 100 milli back then, or past 100 milli back then. I don't know what to tell you. And then, like, this is where I'm like, I've got a huge Jennifer Connelly blind spot, man. Surely she did, like, a superhero franchise. She's in The Boys, right? Or is she not in The Boys, and that's Elizabeth Shue? No, it's got to be Jennifer Connelly, man. I gotta hit you with the give up on that one. She's in Top Gun Maverick and Top Gun Maverick and A Beautiful Mind. So everybody else has like the same. Oh, she was in Hulk. That's right. Oh, and she is in Dark City. Forgot about Dark City. Turns out I've seen her in some stuff. Requiem for a Dream? Yeah, but that's not A to H or 05 to 2025. Why do you make fun of High Life? Boring? Pretentious? It insists upon itself? Like this stream? Yeah, a little bit. Takes one to know one. Easy to forget Dark City? It shouldn't be, because it's probably like in the last 10 movies that I've seen in my life, but that was like probably 6 or 7 months ago.
Fans. A noun meaning a member of a band. Pause. A verb meaning to touch or strike at with a paw. Pause.
They almost got me.
Depose. A verb. Sourly. A adjective. Singing. A verb meaning to produce.
We get those.
Vatican. A noun meaning the paper.
Vatican!
Concordance. A noun meaning an alphabetical index of the principal words in a book.
Yeah, fair enough.
Feckless. A adjective meaning.
Gray word.
Echoed. A verb meaning to. Fibromyalgia. A noun meaning a chronic.
We take those.
Scuttlebutt. A noun
Another
meaning.
gray word.
Lapidary. A noun meaning a cutter, polisher, or engraver of precious stones.
Sure, sounds right.
Forense. A geographical name.
Thank you. Thank you, Ubisoft. Thank you. Thank you, Ubisoft, for educating the kids.
Risorgimento. A noun meaning the 19th century movement for Italian political unity.
Fuck, we had that like 2 days ago, too.
Petulance. A noun meaning the.
Research. Okay, so I anchored on the wrong thing. Last time I did resor, but spelled something else in it wrong. And then chat was like, it's resurge, like a resurgence. And then I went, oh. And then I remembered the wrong thing. I remembered the wrong thing. You typed in Portuguese this time? Guy who thinks being called poly means he can speak a lot of languages? Yeah, I'm poly. I've been poly since I was in the 5th grade. You ever think how crazy it is that there's only like, as far as I know, there's only one regional kiss. Just the French kiss. We don't say that word anymore, chat. Mods, this was a honeypot. I want to see 800 people banned from this chat immediately. This was a honeypot to discover the unwoke. And you fell right into my trap. Get mogged. Nah? Origin, I thought you were woke. I thought you were woke like me. Oh, I was just copying Toasty. What's going on? Nah, I was just trying to trap everybody. Just trying to have a sense of superiority over everybody. Choriana? It looks pretty good. Khajiit has wares. I like a kebab. This doesn't look right to me. Like this doesn't, like this is obviously paper. I think I gotta go with this, man. I'm kind of surprised, honestly. Risalamande, or the halal snack pack. This looks pretty good, man. That was a close one. Angel cake or jalebi? I bet this is good. I like a dessert versus dessert, but it's got to be angel cake, man. That looks real nice. Huko pie versus baba ganoush. Baba ganoush, delicious. It's going to be hard to defeat a pie, though, I think. Ratatouille versus bunny chow. We got to go ratatouille on this. If you don't select the ratatouille, you need to eat vegetables. It'll help you stay alive. Let's go marble cake. Marble cake! Silent Night, Deadly Night 2, if it was a guy serving dessert instead of killing people. Marble cake! No, God, no! Oh, God, yes! You know what I'm talking about? Jangjorim or Garbure? It's going to be Jangjorim. 90% a little crazy, but... Whew, this one's tough, okay? Because mulligatawny is an amazing soup. It's a fantastic soup. Inca Cola is a soda, and soda is one of the best tasting things on the planet. But it does look like piss. I've never had it. But if you've never had it like me, I think you might look at it and be like, that looks a lot like piss. Still gonna take it. It's soda. Can't lose. Full set. This triggers people's trypophobia. This is like a Doritos Taco Loco, but I'm stunned! Me, Sealor versus Bagoon. Give me the noodle soup. People love noodle soup, especially if it's got a fuck-ass egg in it. No doubt about that. Now we're talking, man. Now we're fucking talking. Succulent marinated lamb pieces with paprika, yogurt, bay leaves. I have to go turkey first. But anytime I see paprika as a big ingredient, I'm like, Hungary's an option. But you got to go turkey on that. We go yum, without a doubt. Semolina, water, and ghee. India is really the only place I know that's gheeing it up. If I'm being honest, I mean, I would give it a try. Now that I read the ingredients, I'm like, I'm more likely to give it a try. The green chili, the ginger, the onions, there's some flavor in there. It's not just a paste. I'll give it a yum. Water, cinnamon sticks, panela, aguardiente. I mean, that looks this looks like some stuff that like your friend would do a year abroad, woofing in South America, and he would come back with one of these mugs and drink everything out of this mug. It says Chile, but I don't mean that as Chile. I mean, if it's from South America, cold parts of South America would be Chile, and maybe Argentina, and maybe parts of Peru up in the mountains. I'm going to go Argentina. Okay, it was like every country I named, basically. I'll give it a try. I'll give any beverage a try, man. You could screech me in. What do I care? Oh, a perfect score? A perfect score? Did I break it? Did I break the game by being perfect when it comes to food? If we could get a perfect food guesser and the perfect scrandle, this would be huge. We're gonna go. I mean, that's crazy. Well, I think I gotta go with the cheaper hot dog. Never mind. We're not gonna be perfect today. I'm going to go with the better hot dog. What? No, that's not right. We can't play this. I'm sorry. There's no reason. Damn. There's no reason to play this game when the cut in half hot dog on a burger bun beats a hot dog that just looks kind of mediocre. This one's got to be slightly plump hot dog. It's got to be wrinkly dog. There's no dog in this one, man. I think even though this is the wrong bun, I think it looks better than that one. This would do it. This might actually be good. Oh my God, what? Just got some sausages are different colors, man. Just because it's not pink doesn't mean it's not good. It's got to be this, because this is more insulting. It's like they cut the dog in half. This, they gave you the whole dog, so it's got to be that. I'm sorry, it can't be this. This is like it's a mattress sandwich, man. It's no, like I don't care that this looks like not quite right. That one looks actively bad. The color's gonna win out here. Too expensive, but the color's gonna win out. This looks really bad. It has to be that. Are you kidding me? I got 3, man. I maintain, I'm not going to say we should have gotten perfect, but there's a lot of those where I was like, I think the public is wrong on that one. I think the public is wrong. The most offensive one was decent looking hot dog that was a little pale versus horrible looking hot dog that was the right color. That one pissed me off, but we'll get over it. Been to Tokoyan Plaza yet? It's across from New Fuji. I can't because they only serve food that like 4-year-olds do not like. They serve uni and like fish egg donburi. I would like to go. My wife would love to go, but my kid, they do not have a kids menu. At least at New Fuji, you can get like, you know, some chicken karage with a side of white rice. They have pizza? Okay, but what kind of pizza? Is it uni pizza? Because like that's sometimes taking an exotic food and putting it on pizza actually makes it more exotic than the original food. Anyway, I think they have some normalish stuff. I don't remember. New Fuji clears if you're 4, I'm afraid. Great neighborhood, though. It might be my pick for, I know I've said it before. If you had to go pack one, pick one, what block in Vancouver do you take in the Vancouver street draft? West first, between Burrard and whatever the street that's one west of Burrard is. That might be my pack one, pick one. I know you're going to pick some fucking shit. You're going to be like, I'll take Burrard and Alberni. Okay, fucking enjoy a bunch of stores that like 1% of the people who live in the city can afford. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to walk by and look at them. I'll be taking a block that has like 8 good restaurants right there, man. Right there. That's exactly what I was thinking. Everybody's going to say Alberni Burrard. That's why you hope you don't get first pick. You hope that you get second pick so you can take West first between Burrard and whatever street is one west of Burrard. Main Street between 12th and Broadway. That's Sing Sing, right? That's the Sing Sing area. Wait, are you taking, that's the fuck ass Kingsgate Mall, bro. You're taking the Kingsgate Mall and the Pizza? What the fuck else is over there? I don't remember. That weird Nestor's Market. I'm taking commercial between Venables and Broadway. You're too cool for me. You're too cool for me. Denman and Robson. Great choice. Actually, that would be up there too. I'd have to think about that. Canby and Water. Great block if you're a pigeon. If you're a human being, your mileage may vary, but if you're a pigeon, that's going to be one of the top picks for sure. If I was drafted against some birds who lived on scraps of human food, that would be real close to the top of the list. I loaded thrice, but never played it. Broadway between Blenheim and McDonald? Okay. Broadway between Blenheim and McDonald. Okay, so like I'm walking the streets right now. I crawl like a viper through these Kitsilano streets, man. So it's this simple. Everyone go to Google Street View right now. The first store on the street is, if I remember correctly, a Sleep Country Canada. No block that has a Sleep Country Canada as its anchor store is going to be pack one, pick one. That's great. That's like a 4th round pick, okay? That's not going to happen. For a guy like me, anyway. It's not gonna happen for a guy like me. Kingsway between west of Night. I see what you're saying. You want famous foods, you want Dosa Factory, you want House of Dosas. I don't know. Honestly, it's just so inhospitable to drive there. And I know like you can walk there, but it's inhospitable to walk there too because there's so many cars. It's the rare street that's like both bad to drive on and bad to walk on. Anyway. Launched from Kazakhstan, the Mars 1 probe was known as the 23rd iteration of what program? Yeah, the Soyuz? I have no idea. The second vehicle with what name? I don't know the name of Russian rockets, man. Except Pavel Bure. Was he in Sputnik 2? He's in Sputnik 2, man. Mostly famous for getting murdered, Black Dahlia was an actress by the name of Elizabeth Shaw. Released 3 years after another 3 movie of his, 1989's 3 Fugitives is a lesser-known film credit for Martin Short, who was in 3 Amigos? I guess so. Martin what? Bill Gates and presidential daughter Amy Carter are among the most famous people who once held what congressional job? Congressional job? I don't even know a congressional job except congressperson. Even lower on medieval ladder than a squire. What kind of... Oh, a page? Why didn't you just ask... Hey, what's the dream job, the dream summer job for the most annoying person in your Canadian high school? Then I would have been like, oh, a page, obviously. I was a page, Lamau. Sorry, Avery, you're probably chill. I wasn't talking about you. I did it, it was sick. Fuck you. You're just like all the rest, man. What does a page do? Well, I think that, so we have... members of parliament here. And I think occasionally the member of parliament will be like, can you get me a coffee? And then I think there's like a whole code of conduct. They have to like they're like tennis ball boys in the US Open. Like they have to stand in a certain way with their arms behind their back. And then they like sprint out of the House of Parliament or the House of Commons in order to like get whatever the MP asked for and like bring it back to them. There's a lot of pomp and circumstance involved. I know that for sure. But it is like a stepping stone into the world of public service. Build name, please. In 2015, who made an Emmy-nominated turn in an HBO biopic about Empress of the Blues, Bessie Smith? In 2005, who got a Grammy nomination for her jazz vocal project, the Dana Owens album? What Mama Morton portrayer got beaten out for supporting actress by Catherine Zeta-Jones? Now, Chicago's a 5, no doubt about it. Queen Latifah! They were both nominated for Best Supporting Actress, and Queen Latifah got beaten out by Catherine Zeta-Jones. NBA star Kyrie Irving and Nike once put out sneakers named for what carby chain? Carby chain! Remember that? Oh God, oh man, oh God, oh man, oh God. Carby chain. McDonald's both started and ended a deal to sell what donut brand? Krispy Kreme. Krispy Kreme's always trying to get their donuts in other places. Have you noticed that? They're encroaching on the Girl Scout cookies territory now too. Instead of always like Girl Scout cookies being sold for charity or whatever they're for, they're always doing like Krispy Kreme fundraisers now. I think one Krispy Kreme donut, when it's fresh, goes pretty hard. But I think that like buying 6 or 12 of them at one time is insane. They stopped me outside of Broadway City Hall. I'm telling you, they're aggressive with they're always doing some shit too that's like, hey, we're trying to raise money for like our volleyball tournament. You want to buy some donuts? I'm like, not really. Like, no disrespect, but there's I don't want you to not be playing volleyball, but at the same time, like there's other causes out there too. I'm also like, how much money could it cost to go to a volleyball tournament? It doesn't make sense to me. Just like a bus, right? We pay municipal taxes and stuff. Anyway, that was Thrice. Thrice is good. I like Thrice. Sort these yearly occasions by when in the year they occur, starting with the earliest. Okay, Boxing Day is closest to December 31st. Tax Day is like April 15th, and now things get tough. I'm pretty sure Bastille Day is like, don't hate me for this, I really think it might be July 2nd or 5th. I feel like it's the same week as Canada Day and the US Independence Day. But I feel like it's here. And then Earth Day is like, I think it's early April. Kentucky Derby must be early summer, late spring. And then maybe, I mean, they can't be doing the New York City Marathon too early. It'd be cold. Maybe they do it in March. Oh, shit. Maybe Bastille Day is insanely early. Oh, shit. It's tax day? Oh my God. That was horrible. I want to give them some credit. Having the earliest day be April 15th threw off the Fermi estimate. Because the first assumption that I made without knowing exactly when all these were, the first assumption I made was, there's no way the earliest thing could be April 15th. There's got to be at least something before it. Earth Day is not March coded. I'm sorry to tell you this. Earth Day is very April coded. March is literally like St. Patrick's Day and occasionally like a little bit of Easter. It's May coded. You guys, I don't know how to tell you this. You can say it's coded like however you want, but it's April coded because it's in April. The reason it's April coded is because it's been in April every year since I've been born. That's circular logic. It's not circular logic because circular logic is like if one argument is true, then another one must be true. This is one, if one argument is a fact, then it's true. That's just how information works. That's just logic. Thank you. Why does it say Boxing Day like it's Black Friday? Boxing Day is Black Friday in Canada. I can't speak to the UK and Australia. Boxing Day is still in Canada, especially for people my age and older. It's the shopping day where stores have big sales. Which makes sense, because like when you're a kid especially, you get a little bit of money on Christmas. And then you're like, okay, I've saved it for 24 hours. Time to go buy some shit. Juxtastat. She has a higher percentage of people who are white. Gotta go Northwestern Maryland, man. Higher percentage of older houses. Gotta go with one of the original colonies. Less access to hospitals. I gotta go Reno, Nevada. More access to casinos, though, so you take the good with the bad. Higher percentage of workers employed in wholesale trades. I don't know what that means, but I'm going to assume that it's, you know, in the Midwest. It's Montreal. What is a wholesale trade, man? Higher percentage of adults who have had a stroke. Going to be South Carolina. Wholesale is when you sell to a business. Okay, like, I know what I asked, but I did know that. I did know that. But I'm like, I guess I'm asking for an example. It's a business to selling materials to builders. Honestly, even if you had told me that, I probably still would have gone with Detroit. So I can't be mad. That's just, it's a rare example where we got something wrong. Doesn't happen too often. Except in this game. Incredible shot, man. You're not going to fall? Acceptable. This is where things get a little tricky. I want to land in the rough. Oh! Okay. So far, so good. So far, so good, man. Like to bounce it off the back wall, land it anywhere on flag platform. Oh, that was like one iota too fast. That's more like it. You think Americans know about the syrup vault or they think it's just a meme? Listen, I'm not taking any losses from Americans when the US Treasury has like a tip button, okay? Like in case you want to just contribute some money to pay down the national debt willfully. I mean, you're the ones who spent it, bro. Why would I pay it down? You're the ones who... Sounds like you got out a little bit over your skis, buddy. Why should I bail you out? Doesn't make any sense to me. That was a really bad shot. Sounds like you shouldn't have signed on the dotted line if you thought you couldn't pay it back. You know, now look who's coming to Joe Main Street. Needs a little bit of capital. Just inflate it away, bro. Fuck you. Fuck you, man. That's beautiful, though. Or mint the coin. There is that, too. Any Joe Weisenthal's in the chat? Probably not. You think we got any Board of the Federal Reserve governors watching the stream today? OMG, me? I saw like 12 people say me. So at least, I think 4 of you must be lying by necessity. I think there's 8 governors. Huge. Top 12%! Oh. There's a Canadian Fed, are you kidding? Yeah, man. I think like a lot of countries have like a central bank. Even countries you wouldn't expect, man. I have to say, like, maybe all of them. If I had to guess. $50-degree angle. 56. 59. Yes! We broke our slump! Thoughts on shorting missionary? It's crazy. No. Do not short missionary. If anything, there's a short squeeze that's going to happen because missionary is so shorted. And it's shorted exclusively on narrative. It's not shorted on fundamentals. That like when the short squeeze happens, missionary is going to the moon. That was like the realest shit that Slime said on the yard, and I think about it all the time. When he said, like, missionary's underrated, everyone who says that it's boring has never had sex. And I'm like, you finally put it into perspective for me. You've saved me. So I always see online, they're like, sex in the missionary position for the purpose of procreation. Have you ever tried it, motherfucker? It's good. It's like, it's really good. Sometimes you don't need the whistles and bells, man. Also, somehow, doggy gets more credit as being exotic. And I'm not complaining, but you're just looking at someone's back the whole time, man. Like that's, I would put it under. I would put it under for sure. There's no doubt about it. It's crazy to me that doggy might have a higher market cap than missionary. Don't understand. They don't get it, man. They don't get it. I'm just one guy though. Animals do it like that? That's what I'm saying. I guess I got some like higher minded ideals or whatever. I'm not like a dog that just does it and then like when the camera's still rolling, like I pull out and I throw up on the grass. You guys ever see that one? You ever see the one where the monkey puts his finger in his butt and then sniffs it and then falls backwards off the tree limb? That's a classic. That is a classic, man. They don't make them like that anymore. I'm a virgin, man. That's literally totally fine, but stop talking about sex online. 'Tis better to appear a fool than open one's mouth and remove all doubt, y'all. Check it out. Image_4139.jpg. American folklore, culture of the United States, legendary American people who are national symbols. Holiday characters, it's Coca-Cola Santa or Uncle Sam, maybe? I guess Uncle Sam is a July 4th fella. That makes sense to me. I was like, Uncle Sam doesn't have shit to do with Christmas, bro. 2008 establishments in China. Dams completed in 2008. This is the Three Gorges Dam. I might be the GOAT today, y'all. 1981 speed metal bands from California that are from San Francisco. A thrash metal band from California. Is it possible? I mean, it hits the right era to be Metallica. Okay. Hold. King Crimson is most famous for the 70s, which means they were probably founded in the 1960s as like a Beatles cover band, and they're obviously British. I'm going to lose my mind. Yes, thank you. They are not thrash metal. They are prog rock. 1960s American game shows that came back many times. Presented by Alex Trebek. Daytime Emmy. I mean, it's got to be Jeopardy. It's got to be Jeopardy. That one's too easy. 20th century American photographers who are women, who were born in 23, died in 71. I have no idea. Are you Annie Leibovitz? Diane Arbus. Just don't. Honestly, I know like 2 photographers in history. I know Richard Avedon. Annie Leibovitz is alive. She the one who takes the pictures of the babies? The ones that Angela puts up in her cubicle in the office? That's Ann Geddes. Yeah, dude. Every Christmas, my grandma would be like, you gotta see this. And then it would be like a bunch of babies like wearing bowler hats or something like that. You know what? God bless her. I mean, grandmas love those images, man. Baby in a bee costume, that went platinum at my grandma's house for sure. 20th century Italian cardinals and popes that died in 1978. So it's the pope like before John Paul II. I have no idea. Pope John Paul I? He might be the best to ever do it, y'all. It's kind of crazy from all the names you could choose as a pope to just run back the dude before you. No shit? What do you mean no shit? I'm not a Catholic, man. And I wasn't alive in 1978. One is before two? Yeah, but the new pope is not called like Benedict the 12th or whatever. He's called like Leo something. He did say we go again. It's also crazy that not, thank you, Pope John Paul III. Thank you. It's crazy that, I mean, if I were the Pope, I would be running Innocentius any day of the week. The fact that people are not just running Innocentius over and over and over again is crazy to me. 1980s in Madhya Pradesh. 1984 in the environment. I was going to say this is the Dow chemical spill. It starts with a B, right? The Bhopal disaster. To me, that's close enough. Dow chemical spill. 1937 children's books. British Bildungsromans, coming-of-age novels. Middle-earth books about dragons. It's The Hobbit. Is The Hobbit a Bildungsroman? Isn't Bilbo like 90 when The Hobbit? No, maybe not. Because he's turning, what is he turning? Like 11-10 or something at the start of at the start of the Fellowship. But in The Hobbit, he's young. He's like 50 or something. 11-10. Yeah, 11-11. 11-1st. Thank you. 1908 children's novels set in Prince Edward Island. That's Anne of Green Geddes, y'all. Finally, a Canadian question, man. 17th century Christian texts that are British novels adapted into films. Christian apologetic works. British novels adapted into operas. Is this like Sir Thomas More's Utopia? The Pilgrim's Progress. I don't know what the fuck that is, man. The hell is that? I should have said the Bible. We crushed it today, man. We crushed it today. Holy cow. Feels good to be back. Only 27% on Anne of Green Gables? Well, like, to be honest, doesn't surprise me. I'm sure there's like some British shit every day that I get wrong, that people are like, how does 73% of people not get the Pilgrim's Progress, mate? Oh shit, it's Minute Cryptic. This is pissing me off. 51 trillion liters, to be precise. Why do I feel like this is Atlantic? Why do I feel like this is Pacific? 51 trillion liters. 51 is like CI, trillion liters, to be precise. I have no idea what the... There is no indicator. Joe Fodder, 51 trillion liters. We'll need to find substitutes for all of them. Is it C or is it... C is 100. It's D-I-T... Well, now I'm also like, 51 trillion liters is like 17 trillion gallons. I don't know. Why I want to type digital? The definition is precise. Pointing to an answer meaning precise or exact. I want to say it's like perfect. Go fodder, explain more. You'll need to need to find the Roman numeral for 51, the prefix for trillion, and the symbol for liters. 51 is like... What is it? Minute? Let's just say it's DI. Trillion is just a capital T, man. But then liters is just a capital L. Chat, I need your help. It's not D. There's obviously that. There's obviously this. There's obviously that. Is it C? M is 1,000. Because whenever you see like a movie from the 60s, they're always like, check it out. It's fucking MCVII, whatever. So maybe it is C. C-I. Is it C? It's L! L-I-T. Literal. Fuck you. Even par, you fucker. Literal. Literal. Fake football fan. In my defense, the only time that the NFL asks you to use your brain is when they give you the Roman numeral for what Super Bowl it is. The rest of the year, they actively encourage you to do as much damage to it as possible, either via factory farmed meats, macro brews mostly produced in the state of Missouri, or repeated impacts to the head for you and your children by signing them up for youth football leagues. So, like, I don't think it's out of character for me to not know the Roman numeral for what Super Bowl it is. Plus, it doesn't matter. Mahomes is taking it this year again anyway. Let's marker that.